Hey, Manuel. Oh, do we have you muted?
You know what? I might have been, but that was how you doing, Marshall?
Not bad. That was a pop quiz.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Yeah. So good to see you.
absolutely.
How are things going?
All is well and good. It's a busy world when you think about Power BI and Fabric and Paginated. It's never a slow day. It's always exciting.
All right. Well, today we want to do a quick preview on the Learn with the Nerds that you're going to be hosting for us on November the 21st. And folks often have a lot of questions about Learn with the Nerds and want to go ahead and review some of those with you and see if we can help folks prepare for this event. So,
Yeah,
first one, always out of the gate, is
yeah,
Manuel. What are you going to cover in this session?
absolutely. It makes sense being the first question, right? So you feel good and ready. So as mentioned, we're going to be focusing on paginated reports. Always a polarizing topic right there, right? Paginated. But I think I've gone through enough of the videos from the team itself. Paginated reports, we're going to go with here. And we're going to focus on that. I've done a few videos already. There's some stuff available on our YouTube, just kind of quick things here and there. And there's been a feature we've been watching for a couple of months now, right? It was introduced earlier this year. And now, officially in the September release, it is generally available. And that is the Get Data option within paginated reports, which opens up a whole new world for potentially those who are focused in that paginated reports space, or even for those who come from a Power BI background and want to introduce that as well. Because now we can connect directly to just pretty much all the sources you can with Power BI without having to go through Power BI first. Now, of course, there's reasons why you might want to go that path, and we'll discuss that when we're in the actual session itself. But it's exciting to know that now, just with opening up that Power BI report builder, we have access to amazing amounts of sources. We have access to the fantastic transformational capabilities of the Power Query Editor all inside the report builder now. So just a brand new thing. We don't see a ton of changes for Paginated Report Builder. So when it comes, it's super exciting. And this is really exciting.
That sounds great. That's super exciting that we have all those new features that you're going to be able to review. And folks often also ask coming out of this, what am I going to leave this event with? What tasks or abilities or competencies will I have after
Sure.
spending an hour and a half, 2 hours with Manuel Quintana?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Paginated reports, if we really go back to its roots, we're talking about SSRS, right? Something that's been around over a decade. So it's been around for a long time. So it's tough to really bring some new stuff to the table. And that's why when a new feature of this magnitude comes out, it's so exciting to actually showcase it. So this is definitely something for everybody, whether you've been doing SSRS since the beginning of time, since SQL Server 2005, all the way to those who are just introducing themselves to paginated reports for the first time. Get data now that it's GA is new. So when it's all said and done, we're going to actually get a walk through kind of an end-to-end example, kind of borrowing from the paginated reports in a day, right? We have that there. It's on our on-demand learning as well, free to kind of really dig in deep because this is a shorter hour and a half session, right? So if you want the full experience, that's there. We're going to take that and kind of showcase how we can go through that process using the new Get Data experience. So we'll look at connecting to the information. We'll look at the Power Query Editor, how we can do the transformations. We're going to explore parameterization and how to get all of that stuff set up, as well as a small conversation around the actual kind of deployment and delivery and how you can kind of share this with others. So some of you probably already know paginated reports, but guarantee, regardless of your background experience, this is new and you get to see what it's about, how it can make your life, I think, a bit easier with paginated and really just open up the doors for that kind of reporting style.
That's fantastic. Really good stuff. So another question that we often get is, I'm going to attend this event and I want to make sure I'm ready. I want to make sure I'm prepared. What do I need to do before I join on November 21st?
Certainly, absolutely. Very important. We will be providing just a download at the day of the event itself. And this is just going to really just provide a PDF version of the slides as well as an Excel workbook, which actually has the data we're going to use. That's the source that I decided to go with. But once you see the class, you're going to see you can do this with anything. But the one thing you need to come in with prior to the event, so you can kind of just go right in and kind of see what it's about, is you do need to download, as of right now, it's the September 19th, I think was the date, but the September release of the Power BI Report Builder. There technically is a version prior to this when it was first introduced as a preview feature, as beta, but there were some limitations there. I cover that in some of my YouTube videos. Those have been fleshed out. the September release of the Power BI Report Builder is the item that you want, that you need in order to follow along. So that is a critical component. Anything else, we will provide that day of the event itself, November 21st. Oh, I guess
Awesome.
bring
What's
your
that?
commitment and your readiness to learn.
Your readiness to learn. Always very important. Open minds, right?
Yeah.
Well, they even throw out softball questions that the marketing folks can answer.
Mm.
And one of those is, well, how do you register for the event? And this is something even I am qualified to answer. So
Yeah.
let me,
Let us know.
yeah, let's see. So we got this fancy little QR code that we created. And if let me, oh my gosh, I got multiple things on the screen at once. But yeah, if you click that QR code, you are registered to attend the Learn with the Nerds on November 21st. We will be sending out reminders the day of, an hour before, just so you make sure you don't forget to register for this. So click that QR code, sign up, and look forward to November 21st, where we'll have Learn with the Nerds, and then we always follow Learn with the Nerds with the Q&A session. So it'll be you and I think Mitchell Pearson live answering questions. I hear that you guys might be giving away some free training. I hear that
Possibly.
you guys might be spilling the beans on some new things that we have coming out soon. So you never know what you're going to get when you have Manuel and Mitchell live on the interwebs. So I think it's going to be a good
Best plan
time.
for us is always no plan, right? It could be chaos that day. But I think it'll work out pretty well in everybody's favor.
We should always plan for chaos with you two. So
Yeah.
anyway, Manuel, anything else that we need to review today as we prepare people for Paginated Reports on November 21st?
It's a familiar topic. Like I said, it's been around technically for over a decade. We think about the SSRS roots of it. So it's just a familiar space, but with it's a facelift, right? It's something, semantic models, when that got introduced, that was super exciting. This is that next big thing. And I really think it's going to bring Paginated Reports to a broader audience, a larger audience, and it'll just streamline this process of taking advantage of it. And at the end, that just makes it so everybody can extend what you have for reporting capabilities in that Power BI service. So it should be great for everybody.
That's fantastic. Well, with that, Manuel, we look forward to seeing you and everyone else on November 21st. So until then, everyone, take care.